We are here with Janet from Stein Trikes. Janet, hello.
Hello, Gary. Good to see you.
It's good to see you, and I want to, first of all, thank Janet and Stein Trikes USA for sponsoring the Laid Back Bike Report here at CycleCon. So, Janet, thank you.
You are so welcome, a worthy cause.
Thank you. All right, so let's talk about Stein Trikes USA. There's a little bit of a story here. It's not that old of a project. How did this all start?
Well, I worked with Greenspeed for 12 years, and I remember speaking with Ian one afternoon saying, Ian, we got to get a full suspension trike out there. And he said, Janet, there's no need to do that because Robert Stein has already developed the best full suspension trike out there. I'm just going to concentrate on what I do best. You want full suspension, you go to Stein Trike. So that's where I first heard about Stein Trike. And then after he passed, I spent a year wondering, what am I going to do next? I've been a road rider for 20 years, so it's time for something new in my life. So started riding off-road. And my first ride off-road was pretty pitiful. You know, a couple of little itty-bitty bumps, you know, a few pieces of gravel.
What were you riding off-road?
It was a Greenspeed. It was a GT1 probably, something like that. I figured he put knobby tires on it. It was an off-road trike, right? But then I did a little research and I found Stein Trikes. That looks like fun. They said they had 4 inches of travel. Nah, can't be true. 4 inches? No one can do it that good. So I bought one. And there's pictures behind me. I can see folks can't see the pictures behind me. But the 4 inches of travel was absolutely amazing, life-changing, bumpy, 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 and I would just be like I was on velvet. It was amazing. And so I posted, I'm kind of a blabby lady. And so I decided that if I'm having this much fun, I need to put it on YouTube. I need to tell the world how much fun these trikes are. And lo and behold, Robert Stein over in Serbia saw the YouTube video, and he emailed me and said, you need to come and work with us. And I thought, that could be fun. I need a new gig. And so that's the long story of how I got started with Stein Trikes. And then started distributing them, found about 10 or 11 dealers by now, and growing, and I'm just having fun.
Great. So, and that's what you're doing here at CycleCon, right? You're talking to some dealers and seeing if you get some more dealers out there. All right. So, Janet, let's take a look at the trikes that you brought here to CycleCon, all right?
Sounds good.
All right. These are the wild ones that we're going to be looking at, yes?
Yes, sir.
And tell me about this particular unit here. What do we have?
All of our models are called the Wild One. This is our Wild One with 20-inch wheels all the way around. All of our frames are steel frame. Let's see. Suspension, you know, the main thing with our trike, it's suspension. It's all about the coils here. So we have 2 in the front, we have 1 in the back. All of them have 4 inches of travel. And if you're carrying more weight, if you have a heavy rider or you're touring or you just want a stiffer ride, you can easily go to Amazon, order stiffer springs, or you can put on air shocks. So we have a lot of variables with our shock system. Independent suspensions, we call it the rock crawler. It's kind of fun, like an ATV. So it's a blast to ride this one. This one, we can do pretty much anything you want with components. Disc brakes, drum brakes, bar end shifters, grip shift. We have hard shell seats, which is real popular in Europe. This happens to be the mesh, which allows for more ventilation. You can put aftermarket, you can put a neck rest on, camelback, whatever. Plus, if you go with the mesh seat, it's 3 inches taller. So if you don't want your behind dragging on the pavement, you might want this model. So that's a nice option for this. All of them have an optional rack. All of them have an optional top shelf. So if you want to put a pannier, what do you call it, top bag, you can do that. The Stein Trike comes in, the frame is in 4 modules. When you look at the frame, that's made out of 4 pieces. And what's fun about that, I just learned this weekend, you could actually turn this frame into a fat one that accepts the 4-inch wheels. And all you need to remove the back 2 modules and put it in the fat modules. Instead of replacing the whole trike, just 2 modules. Then you put on your 4-inch fat tires, and right away you've got a fat. Or if you want to turn this 20-inch rear into a 26 rear, you just need to put on this, whatever this black piece is called down here, the rear fork, and you put a 26-inch wheel on that, and this trike then turns into a 26. So the versatility of this trike is amazing. My favorite feature is the suspension. I just haven't found any other trike to match what this one will do.
So it's all about the ride for the wild one.
About the ride, yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for showing us what's new with Stein Trike and the wild one, and we look forward to seeing what's coming up next with you guys.
Thank you, Gary.
Okay.